Hello and welcome to another amazing episode of Love Her Podcast. I am your host, Nicole Amy Schreiber. I'm a comedian here in Los Angeles. I'd like to thank our official sponsor, loveherfeet.com, where you can .com. Courtney just came on that one. Producer Courtney, behind the camera, as always, foot making a cameo. If you're listening to us and not watching us on YouTube, head over to YouTube so you can see her cute little white sneakers and her little ankle socks. What'd you say? And our Patreon. Guys, we have so much content on our Patreon. Courtney is every single day trying to get me to do some sort of porn shit. I'm not going to do it, but you can watch her try. It's getting kind of fun over there. We're doing footsie stuff. We're doing, there's maybe some toe licking. Ooh. We're having a toe licking good time. So head there. All right. With that said, I would like to introduce our guest for today. I was really excited when I saw her because to me you are like a quintessential female, like a true like did you guys know the song I Like Big Butts? And Sir Mix-a-Lot is like 36, 24, 36 only if she's 5'3". Well, she's 32, 24, 36 and she's 5'3". So I want you to put your hands together for Sofi Ryan.
Thank you. Woo! Thanks for having me.
I got so excited when I saw your measurements because I was like, oh my God, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot, but not 36. I was like, oh my God, how big is somebody around on top that they could be 36, 24, 36? Like that is like, those are some big titties. How's it going?
It's good. Yeah, my tits have definitely grown. You know, the beer helps. I've gone up like 3 sizes.
Oh, really? What do you now?
Into the industry. I am now a triple D, 34 triple D.
Holy fucking moly.
And it's all beer.
It's all beer?
Yeah.
I guarantee your performers that you perform with are not mad at that at all.
I give them advice. You want bigger titties, just not blowjobs. Wow, I'm thinking about blowjobs. No boob jobs.
No boob jobs.
Just go drink some beer.
Yeah. But you've always had big boobs. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Big naturals.
Yeah.
I'm such a fan of big naturals. I have an entire joke about it in my stand-up.
You want to stick your face in them? Yes. Come stick them. Wait, we got to do it like this.
Okay, wait, ready?
Woo! Might smell like spray tan.
Oh my God, you smell incredible, by the way. Oh my God, you guys, luscious. Did I get my lipstick on your titties?
I don't care.
Oh, she doesn't care. I mean, I just want you guys to know that is my first time between natural titties.
What?
Ever.
Well, then maybe
no. Face between, like, a guest on the show.
Oh, well. Oh,
okay. A guest on the show, because I've hooked up with women. But, I mean, and the girl I hooked up with had fake boobs, and then the other girl didn't really have boobs.
But fake boobs are no fun.
Fake boobs are no fun. And listen, if you have fake boobs, more power to you. Do what you do. Be happy. Love your body. Hate your body. I don't give a fuck. Live your life. But
right.
I just love the way natural boobs hang.
Yeah.
Like they've got like, you can see the weight on them, you know? It's like, it's really, truly spectacular.
I love them. They're
you do?
Like big pillows. And if I ever drown, it's like a floating device.
I couldn't agree more. And truly, all I want is boobs is in case of like a plane crashing, like I'll have over a body of water.
Yeah.
It's like you're a flotation device.
Exactly. You don't need your underseat one. You got one here.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be funny if someone just like threw you into the water and just like grabbed on? Did you have boobs when you were younger, or they just like sprouted? How did it go?
Yeah, so my family always had them. When they were young. I got mine when I was 13.
Oh my God.
Big boobs. So.
Were you so happy when you got them?
Honestly, I would dress like how I am now. I can't really tell that I have big boobs, hiding it, like a bum. But yeah, as soon as I got into my 16, 17, I started dressing like a whore, and here I am, now a porn star.
Now, when you started dressing like a whore, this is my question. First of all, you grew up in Seattle and Arizona, if I'm correct?
Yes.
So when you were 16, 17, what city were you in?
I was in Seattle.
Okay, and Seattle's a pretty liberal city. Like, they're very accepting of those things.
Yes.
Was it an act of rebellion that you were dressing whorish, or were you like, oh, male attention, female attention, I want attention?
I wanted attention. I would do anything to get attention. I used to for lunch money.
I mean, what a hustle, girl.
Yeah,
what a
for
hustle.
Sure. Yeah.
I
got a couple girls in on it too, you know.
What's the most money you made for lunch money?
I would go to like 20 boys and just be like, all right, give me your money, and I would get it. Like I would get like 20, 30 bucks.
Okay. With that established, did you get a reputation? Were people like, oh, Sophie, she's the titty flashing girl?
I was known as like the slut and the party girl for sure. I was at every party, every weekend, all weekend. You would be able to find me, and I was half naked.
And you just didn't give a fuck what people thought?
Yeah.
Just as long as they were giving you attention.
Exactly. And beer.
Were girls jealous of you?
Yeah, I got a lot of hate for it, and when I got out of high school, I ended up being a bikini barista.
Okay, that is one thing I read about you, which is so interesting to me, because you hear about bikini models, you hear about bikini bars, you hear about, like people serving like food. You never hear about like a barista at a coffee shop. So I'm just like, oh my god, like a half naked chick in a coffee shop. This is incredible.
Yeah, and it gets even better. So
Seattle, by the way, Seattle. Yeah. Only in Seattle would there be
there's like a ton of
bikini barista.
So when I first started, pasties were like the risque thing. You know, like wearing pasties. It was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And I made like $800 a day in tips in like 5 hours. It was insane. But then it started getting a little more risque, and like where you would just not wear anything, and like you would wear fishnets, and I obviously wore my pleasers to work.
I mean, those heels are epic.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
At some point I want to try them on.
Okay, you can try them on. Okay. And you can stick them in your mouth too. What?
Am I gonna lick her heel?
I really hope that you do.
Just do it now.
I mean, it's like a big dick.
Just do it. We'll just have fun.
It's a little spiky.
Oh my god. It's happening.
Ooh.
It's happening.
So hot.
What?
I love the way your tongue licks it.
Oh, that's usually our Patreon content, you guys. Those heels are fucking sick.
Thank you.
I bet those would feel good in a butt.
I don't know, maybe. I have not.
Because they're not that sharp. Like, they're spiky, but they're not that sharp. Like, they wouldn't perforate anything. It might
It might maybe poke like your. I don't know.
I don't know. God, I like butt stuff too much. Okay. I'm like, maybe I could put that in my butt. I was one of those kids who was like, what can I put in my butt?
Always a fun time.
Always a fun time. The second I figured out stuff in the butt felt good, I was like, we shall be putting stuff in the butt.
I love it.
Okay, so you're at the bikini bar, you're at the bikini barista, you're now fully topless.
Yeah, and it just got to the point where you would just end up being naked, and guys show up and they're like, all right, what can you do for me? And you're like, I got this dildo, like, I can flash you my tits, I can flash you my pussy, what do you want? Here we go.
I read somewhere that you got in trouble because you had a butt plug in.
So, yeah, I used to own a coffee stand named Diamond Espresso. And it's funny because on Tuesdays, we would do Diamond Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. So I've never, like, done anal on camera, but when I did that... It was
By the way, I love that you just did a hard disclaimer. You're like, I've never done anal, but I have on camera. I've done it, Nicole. Just so you know, I'm cool like you. Okay.
I've done it, just not on camera.
Okay.
So at that time, I had never, like, stuck anything in my butt. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be a very funny story. So my business partner was like, we're going to do Diamond Tuesdays. It'll go very well. And I was like, okay, cool. She goes, we have to go get you a butt plug. And I was like, okay, what do we do? And she's like, all right, so we're going to take this butt plug and we're going to stick it in your butt. And I'm like, okay. So we get this butt plug. It's fucking huge, mm-hmm. first of all. Mm-hmm. She was fucking with me. And we get the anal ease, the cherry flavored. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, anal ease, cherry flavored. Sponsor us.
Yes.
We should get some toy sponsors. I mean, I know we have Love Her Feet, but... and like 5-hour energy.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I was just thinking about 5-hour energy this morning. I'm like, I need that today.
It
okay,
really
keep going.
gets ya. So anyways, so she sticks the butt plug in, and I have to like drive to work after this point. And in Seattle, I don't know if you've been there,
Never
but
been.
it's like a ton of fucking bumps, and the and so I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I'm like boom, 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 and this butt plug is like going farther and farther up my asshole, and it's just like I'm like, so then I get out of the car and I'm walking like. Oh my
You're walking
God.
like you have a very large butt
Yes,
plug in.
like something is going on. Like there's gonna be a problem. So I get inside the stand, and you know, my other business partner comes, and he was like, "Hey, so you ready to start your day?" And I'm like, "Yeah, totally. Let's do this."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. So I literally made like I think within 10 minutes of me being at the stand, $500 in tips, and I just kept doing it. I was like, "What? You want the butt plug show? Sure. Let me turn over. You want ice with that? Boom."
Oh, okay. The guys who are coming, what is the most common drink order?
Well, most of them like coffee.
Yeah.
Red Bull Italian sodas are like what I would normally sell
Okay.
a lot. Besides like coffee in the morning, but the stand's open usually from 4 a.m. to about 9 p.m. depending on which one. Ours was open from 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. And so during the day you get like customers that buy Red Bulls in the morning. It's mostly coffees.
Yeah.
And then you'd also get the occasional customer that just wanted your pee. So there was that.
And did you supply pee?
Oh, yeah.
Did they make a recommendation? They were like, whoever's most dehydrated behind the counter. Like, was that ever a thing?
It would only be like 1 to 2 people working. So I would mostly work by myself. Sometimes my business partner would work with me, and we would do girl shows. Yeah, we were naughty.
What is your most fond memory of that time?
So my most fond memory would probably be when I got arrested.
Well,
I'm not gonna
do
lie.
tell! We've got an ex-con amongst us.
Yeah, so I was working on 4th of July, and I mean, it's quite illegal to just be like, oh, okay, you know, take money, and here's my boobies, here's this, here's my butt plug. So at the time, I was just like, whatever, it's like boobs, you know, I don't care. Like, I've been doing this my whole life, whatever. So it's 4th of July. I'm in a mesh bikini that is an American flag bikini. I have this hat on that's like a little headband. It's got like a little firework coming out of it.
By the way, this is how I think would be your best marketing tool. Like, if you, because to me, you are like such a quintessential like American woman. Like bikini flag, American flag bikini, like sparklers, like. You are a 4th of July hoe.
Well,
like that
you.
is like that is what every man, like you are what every man wants on the 4th of July.
Well, thank you. I love that. And I hope that you want me on 4th of July too.
Oh my God, yes. You are what every man and woman wants. But like to me, I'm just like every man I know would see you and be like, that is a real woman. Like that is what a woman should look like tits, ass, like the whole, just, you're like a real fucking hot girl next door.
Oh my gosh, my pussy is getting wet.
Oh my God, mine's already wet.
You're so sweet. I'm blushing now.
Well, I mean, it's crazy. Like, you really are. Like, because we have gorgeous girls who come in here, no question about it. But there is just something about you that is just like, you are like, you're like fantasy proportions. Like you are, you know, like in the Renaissance times, like the women who would be painted, like you are to the women in the Renaissance as women are now in like a man's mind. Like you're just like a man would look at you and be like, I want to come in her and make a baby with her because she would give me beautiful children and be an amazing mom. Like you're a biological dream.
Oh, you know, that fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm just playing it in my head.
Play
really
it.
Quick.
Play it.
It's so hot.
Just a very like
lots and lots of cum inside.
Lots
me.
of cum. Lots of cum.
Yes.
And then I would be there just catching it as you know.
Okay, great. Or you
let
can
it fall
join
out.
in too.
Join in, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the cum catcher.
So how did you get arrested?
Okay, how'd you get arrested? Yes.
Yeah, so my business partner and I were working in the morning, and we had another employee come in, and we're all dressed in American bikinis. And it was maybe 10 minutes after 10 and a.m., And all of a sudden, obviously, like, I had been drinking, so did my business partner. We had half of our refrigerator filled up with beverages. It's a thing. You like to drink some mimosas in the morning, get drunk, it's whatever.
I mean, you have a t-shirt that says Champagne Gang, so it's very on brand that you were, you know, day drinking some champagne.
Yes, I am a drunk. I can't deny that. Functioning alcoholic. Anyways, so 10 minutes after 10, and I'm looking up, and at the time I had smoked weed. I don't smoke weed anymore, but I looked up in our security cameras, and I see fucking cops all around the stand with their guns pointed, and I'm like, with my weed, and I'm like, you guys, like, are you looking in the camera? And like, my business partner was like, oh shit, like, put everything in the safe, like, we're fucked. And so we open up the door, and we're like, hello?
Tell me you answered the door a little nudie.
I did, and like my panties were pretty much, I don't know if you've seen the thong, that's it's it only covers like right here, so it's very see-through, and very like it doesn't really cover any of mine,
leaves nothing to the imagination.
So I answer the door, I'm like, hello, like, and they're like, are you blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, we have a warrant, we were supposed to come yesterday, but we decided to do it today on 4th of July. You're all going to jail. And I was like, what? And like, my other business partner's watching all of this on the cameras while he's at the house, and he's like, oh shit. So I was like, can I just call my business partner, tell him, you know, we're getting arrested? Call him, I'm like, hey, we're going to jail, come get us. He was like, okay. So they look at me and they're like, okay, so
what was the warrant for specifically?
It was for prostitution, because technically if you take money through the window of anything to do an act, that is prostitution.
Okay.
So so they look at me and they're like, you're blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, we think that you're going to run. We have suspicion that you're going to run. I've never been arrested before this. So I was like,
You're like, sir, I can barely jog.
Yeah, I was like, at this point, I'm like, for what? Like, what? And they're like, so we have to double cuff you. And I was like,
double
okay,
cuff?
can I at least get
These
dressed?
guys are just getting unnecessarily kinky.
Yeah, so I was like, can I at least get dressed? And they're like, nope, you're going to jail in this. If you want, I can arrest you inside the building and take you across the parking lot to the van. And I was like, why can't I go in the van with the other ones? And they're like, because you're the one that we're after. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't do anything. So anyways, I get arrested. We go into the jail, and I'm in fucking jail in this bikini, this fucking firecracker hat. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, cool.
What was the cast of characters that was in the holding cell?
So there was a homeless person next to me and the one next to us, and then they put us all in one cell, so we're all, you know, the little whores sitting there, and then there's like no one else in the next one, and of course the homeless guy was like, ooh, hey baby, like, yeah.
I mean, men are relentless.
So funny. So yeah, that's what I got arrested for. I ended up getting it dropped, though. It's still on my record, but yeah.
Does that come off the record at some point?
No. So I was on probation for 3 years. It'll always be on there. I didn't get arrested for prostitution. They dropped it down to naked in public. So
public indecency.
Yeah. Yeah, but I could have gotten a way bigger charge and gotten in a lot more trouble for no reason. But I had a good lawyer, so.
What happened to the business? Stayed open?
No, I actually got my business license taken away that day. I lasted like maybe 2 more months, and at that time I was like, look, like, I don't want to do this. My dream was always to be in like Playboy, and so I ended up just being like, fuck it, bye.
And you eventually made your Playboy dream happen.
Yep.
What month? What year?
I was in 2017. I did Playboy Plus.
What's Playboy Plus?
It's like their solo stuff.
Okay.
So my first one was in March. It came out in March, and I shot it in like, I think November of 2016.
Okay.
And it came out in 2017, and then after that, I was like, I'm gonna do porn. So I want a dick in my mouth.
And then you immediately made that jump. Mm-hmm. When did you start doing, because you have a blossoming OnlyFans.
I try.
Yeah. What are some of the other platforms you like to be on? What's your favorite?
My favorite? Oh, man, I mean, I like Instagram, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can post something of you in a bikini and they take you down.
Which is wild, because if
it's
I did
so
it, they'd be
crazy.
like, this is child pornography. They'd be like, where is this person's tits?
It's crazy. Oh, no, you have amazing.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble for a nude bra.
What?
Nude bra.
Got flagged, yeah.
By the way,
Really?
a bra that looks like a breastfeeding bra.
Are you
Like it
wearing
is
it now?
the least. No, I'm wearing a different bra. It is the least seductive bra. Oh wait, I mean, it is a little bit. It's just, it's
I
like,
like it.
it's like just a basic, like, I just, it's
It's a
whatever. I
basic
got it on
bra.
Amazon. It was like I needed a basic nude bra.
They found the bra offensive.
I mean,
Yeah.
but the other bra I was wearing was even more, like it was true. It truly looked like a breastfeeding bra. The fact that they found it offensive, I'm just like, corporate America is so misogynistic. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I would definitely hit you with that bra. I would suck on those titties.
Thank you. My boobs are lackluster.
I love it.
They're just like, there. The only way I would ever get a boob job is if they could look like yours. Like that is, I just want real looking titties.
just
like,
drink beer.
trust me, I've tried to gain weight and it only goes to my ass and my thighs.
I mean, I wish I could do that. I had to get my ass done, so.
Oh, you got your ass done?
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
I got a BBL, so I just drank beer until I got really, really fat, and then they just sucked it out and then stuck it in my ass.
What does BBL stand for?
Brazilian butt lift. So it's your
Amazing.
own natural fat, and they just put it in your ass.
Yeah, and how long does that last?
Well, technically, most girls go back and after like a year or two to get it redone. Mine is still, I feel like it's fine. I just need to work out a little because I've been drinking a little beer.
All right, get to that workout.
As long as you work out, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot better looking than what it was. It was like a flat board before,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, the Lord blesses us in different areas, My butt just, if I gain any weight, it is just like ass thighs for days.
I love it.
And
I
then
find it so hot.
Nothing in the fucking titties. I just want huge fucking tits. My mom has huge gazongas, and it's just, my whole life I was like, I'm gonna get them one day. I'm gonna get them one day. Literally every birthday cake, every fucking candle, when they're like, make a wish, I'm like, titties. To this day, my last birthday, I was like, titty, like I'm still wishing for titties. It's just, for my 30th birthday, my mom sent me those like chicken cutlet things that you can like
Oh,
put
yeah,
in your bra.
I had those.
And she goes, I told you would have boobs by the time you were 30. And I was like, thanks, Mom. Thanks. Do I still have them? Absolutely. They're great.
They're amazing.
What do you want to do next? I feel like you're like constantly like growing and evolving and finding the next thing. So what is
Thank
like the
you.
next thing for you?
I have some things in the works that I cannot talk about.
Okay.
But I think that'll be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to hang on and find out. And then when it
Yeah.
does start happening, you can come back and tell us about it here.
Yes, definitely. I would love to.
Real quick, I have questions for you.
Of course.
Not only do I have questions from our viewers,
Uh-huh.
but I have some questions of my own because I saw an interview that you gave and there was a very fun answer. Okay, here we go. You did an interview and you responded to, what do you want to say to your fans here? You said, thank you so much for all your guys' support and love through so much. You guys mean so much to me, and if it weren't for you, I would be nothing. So thank you. Especially Gator183.
Yeah.
Who's Gator183?
He is like a really cool guy. He is he'll probably listen to this. Love you. So he's been like my fan since before I was even in the industry. And he pretty much just follows all the stuff I do.
He's a super fan.
Yeah, he's a super fan.
I have a few of those and I love them so dearly.
Yeah.
They're not creepy. Because like some fans can get a little weird.
Yeah.
But then there's those fans who are like, yes, I love you. I think you're hot. You're pretty. Like, do I fantasize about you? Yes. But it's like, they're just like, I'm just such a big supporter of yours.
Yeah, and I love that. I love when fans are like that, and it really makes me happy. And I love you know, being able to talk to fans and getting to know them one-on-one. And, like, I feel like with some of my fans, like, I actually, like, open up and I'm not just, like, Sophie Ryan to them. Like, I'm, like, an actual human being. So,
If
it's
you were
nice.
if you were to open up to me right now and tell me something about you that not many people know that you would want people to know, what would it be?
That's a hard question. Wow. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. What is something that I would want? Well, I'm stumped.
Think about it.
What about something she's afraid of?
Something you're afraid of.
Something I'm afraid of is failure.
Okay.
I'm always so scared of failure, and every time, like, I go on the set, like, I have to put myself into that mindset of being like, okay, I have to do this, and I have to do this scene the best, because if I don't want bad ratings. And I don't want to not get booked.
Yeah.
That's, like, always my biggest fear. I went through a pretty crazy time when I first got into the industry with my old agent, and my name was, like, ran through the dirt with him. So it's now that I'm trying to rebuild my name, and I have a new agent who's amazing.
Do you want to name names of this old agent? Can we drag him?
I honestly, I can't, because I'm still in a lawsuit against him.
Okay.
My new agent, he's John O'Byrne, East Coast talent. He's amazing. He took me when no one else would. So
Right. I love that.
I appreciate him, like, so much. He's amazing. But yeah, it's now that I'm trying to rebuild my name up, I have a fear of, like, failing and fucking it up again. So I guess that's, like, me being real.
That is very real. I mean, I really truly believe that the future of this industry is performers having complete autonomy from anybody. Like, it will be all your content generated.
Yeah.
You won't have to answer to a shitty agent.
Yeah. I mean,
It's one of those things where I'm like, your agent works for you. You do not work for your agent. Like, I don't understand why there's so many scumbags in this business.
Well, they think that they can be in control, and they think that, you know, you're their property, and they don't understand that, like, and, you know, so many girls are new, and when you're new, like, when I was new, I didn't know any better. I would do anything, you know, that my agent told me, because I trusted him. Like, what your agent is there for is to put you, like, in good faith and be like, hey, like, I have your back. Like, I think this is good for you. Like, I think whatever. But some agents, they just don't. They're like, they want their money, and they will do anything to get their money, and, you know, that's that. So some agents aren't very...
Yeah, some of them have that real, like, pimp mentality instead of like, I am an agent who represents you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a very frustrating thing. Thanks for sharing that, though.
Of
I mean, it really
course.
is, you know, it's something I think people need to hear about this business.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all fun and games. You know, at the end of the day, it is show business. So you're doing the show, and then you also have to tackle the business aspect of things, and that's...
Yeah, and a lot of people don't, like, understand, like, the whole back end. They just look at you like, oh, you're a porn star. Like, you're just a nobody.
Yeah.
But it's like, I actually have, like, a... you know, feelings.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a fucking person. Yeah.
So
that is something I always tell people, because they're like, oh, you have a porn podcast, tell us about these girls, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, any girl who is at the level where they're coming in here to be interviewed is not a dummy. Like, you are doing well in what you're doing because you're smart.
Well, thank you. That's very
So
sweet.
I really have a lot of respect for every single girl who comes here. I mean, I have a lot of respect for every single girl, period. I think being a woman in this world is not an easy thing. So congratulations to every fucking woman.
Right.
So, yeah, but I really, really, I have so much respect for women who can, like, really make a business out of this and turn this into something that's not just, I'm fucking for money. It's like, you have a trajectory. Like, you have goals. You are going, and you have so much, like, integrity in what you do. Like you just said, every single scene, I want it to be the best. I want to get booked again. I want to have good ratings. Like, you're a showman. Like, it's amazing. Or a showwoman.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, more questions. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not even going to say their handles. I can't. They're bananas. Anyways, some guy writes, what is your favorite type of cheese?
Oh, fuck. I love brie.
I was just
super
talking about how good brie is.
It's so good.
Baked brie.
Oh my
God. Wait, okay.
Yes.
My recipe for baked brie. Ready?
Okay.
Brie. So you put the phyllo dough out. You put the brie on it. And then I put strawberry or like raspberry jam preserves.
Ooh.
And then I put pecans, like salted pecans. And then I bundle it all up, bake it. And then it's just like a sweet, salty, crunchy goodness.
I'm like so hungry right now, and that made me so hungry. I love it.
When I saw the cheese question, I was like, oh, thank God. Finally, somebody's asking real questions that matter.
Yes.
This is the funniest one I have ever read in my life. If you had to choose between having no legs for 6 months or no arms for 3 months.
Wow. What kind? Can I just ask? Does this person like not have legs or hands? Like I'm confused.
I have no idea.
Wow. What would you choose?
I would choose no arms for 3 months.
Yeah, I feel like because you could use your feet, you could still give, a wanky danky with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to mention, like, I don't want to have to rely on somebody from getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
I would rather be like, hey, can you open the door for me? Instead of, hi, can you carry my body for me?
Yeah.
There's this movie, Kids, I think it was, where in the beginning there's this man with no legs. He's on a subway and he's like, I have no legs. And he's like on a skateboard. It's bananas.
I have to watch this.
Some guy asked, what's the easy way to be a slave of a friend?
Ooh.
What does that even mean?
So he wants his other friend, or whoever the fuck his friend is, he pretty much wants them to like boss him around and like tell him what to do, or like tell him how much of a piece of shit he is. So the best advice to do that is just maybe tell them that you want them to do that. I mean, I don't know. I have slaves, and they're very if they don't listen to me, I'm gonna fucking spank them, or they're gonna give me some money.
Do you love having slaves?
I love it.
Do your slaves worship your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Speaking of, I want to try your shoes on.
Yes.
One last question. What genre of scenes, if you had the chance, you'd love to film?
What genre of scenes? Wow. I've always wanted to do a horror one. I've never done like a horror movie one, and I'm like really scared of like horror movies. I have to watch cartoons.
I can't watch scary movies.
Yeah, same. Like I watch cartoons to go to sleep at night.
That is so fucking precious.
If not, I have bad dreams. So, can I try yours on?
Yes. I don't even know if I'm gonna fit in yours. I'm not gonna be able to buckle it, that's for sure.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God, are you kidding? These are gonna be so fucking high.
You're gonna love it.
The thing about pleasers, everyone says they're very easy to walk in.
Really?
I could run miles in those.
Yeah. So you think it's hard, but it's actually
Oh my God.
easy.
I'm huge. I am literally the biggest human being right now.
I love it. You look hot. Look at those.
Oh my God, I almost fell over. Boop.
Oh my god.
I like your shoes.
Oh my God, I'm truly gonna roll an
These
ankle.
are actually really nice. Like I usually don't wear wedges.
Dude,
but I feel like
Nordstrom's.
I'm fall over.
Nordstrom's, they're like the Nordstrom brand shoes.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, these are fucking lethal. I kind of want to get a pair of pleasers. I'm gonna put a pair of pleasers on my wish list.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to buy me some.
You definitely should, and you can, get them off Amazon. I have like 20, 30 pairs, so.
I like to finish with the Amazon wish list sometimes because I always find it's the most fun. And I did not go to yours, but what is your favorite thing on your Amazon wish list right now that you really would love for someone to get you?
Wow. So my Amazon wish list is kind of all over the place.
What's the weirdest thing on your wish list, and what's the thing you want the most?
So my weirdest thing on my wish list, probably, I don't even know what's on my wish list right now. I think, I don't know. maybe like the weird butt plugs that I wanted.
Okay.
But then something that I would want now, I don't know. I always like butt plugs, toys. Oh, you know what is a weird thing that I put on there? I have a corn dildo on there. It's very weird, but
wait,
that's...
like corn on the cob dildo?
Yes.
Oh, I bet that feels terrific.
So I've never tried it, but there's like this huge like fetish for this weird shit, like Bad Dragon dildo toys.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. By the way, you're talking about you want to sponsor, just message them. They sponsored me.
Yeah.
So
That might be a good one, actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bad Dragon. I know them.
And they got some weird toys, but let me just tell you, my top selling videos are those.
Really?
Yeah. So I always love all that weird stuff. Not me personally, like actually like it, and I just do it because
Yeah.
I like the money aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the corn dildo.
Now, if you're known for something, like at the end of your career, what do you want to be most known for?
Sloppy blowjobs.
Yeah.
And big titties.
World class sloppy blowjob and big natural titties.
Yeah.